So when looking at a membership, we know that the first tab gives us lots of information about the membership type and the membership period and so on. But when you want to know what was on the actual membership application form or the renewal form, then you need to go to the Details tab. So in the Details tab, you can see all of the information that was on the sign up form. In fact, you can see the very first field here identifies the form that was used. Now in this case, we're looking at the sign up details form. Another membership might have its own custom type form. We might also be looking at a renewal form. It depends on which form you've chosen or how many different forms you have chosen to use. Okay, so we're looking at the latest available details, and we can read that information here. And notice that the field on the bottom is where we uploaded our resume. So we can open this with Word and view it. Now I won't do that now because it's merely viewing a document, but that means that you're able to view whatever supporting documents they've given you within the membership itself, if that's what you want to do. Okay, what about if somebody contacts you and wants you to update their details for them? Well, you can see by this button that you can do that. Clicking on the Update Details button turns these read fields into write fields, as in write to the contact database. So I can change this address line, for example, to Level 1, 520 Dorset Road. Okay, and once I save that, the fields will return now to being read-only. So although you can do that, okay, really you want them to do it on the front end, and you've seen how easy that is, so it would be beneficial for you to help someone to log in, help them with their username and resetting their password, help them to log in to the Member Centre and do it there. But administrators can update details here as well. Okay. Member Notes allows you to view all of the notes that have been added, but because I did search and select this membership from the memberships section, I can't add a note here. A quick way to add a note, if you've done this, rather than finding the membership again in the other area, if you go to the first tab and use the owner field, then when the contact database opens up, there's a contact log on the end, and you're able to add a note there. And we also have the History tab. Now the History tab's really interesting, and I might just reposition this. Oh no, that's all right. Okay, so the History tab here is showing us the current details, as you can see there, but we can view history right from the very beginning of this membership if we choose to do so. And so what we can do is we can see the date the change was made, what the status was at the time, the expiry date of the membership at the time, whether or not the sign-up details were changed, if it was a renewal, what the membership type was. You can even see what the order ID was if that's relevant, so for example if it is a renewal, and you can see who actually modified. So there's also a view icon here. So as an example, we just changed details there, and notice it did change the sign-up details. So this one here did not change the sign-up details. Let's have a look at what the membership looked like on the 7th of January. So let's click on the view icon. Okay, and so now that row is highlighted just to make us aware that we're looking at a historical data now, not current data. And likewise, there's a note up here that we're looking at membership as it was saved on the 7th of January. So what we can do now is have a look at the Details tab here, and again we get that message that we're looking at information from that particular date, and there's no Update Details button. Okay, so all we can do is read this information. Now notice at the time there was no supporting document or no resume uploaded, so potentially that's what was changed at this point in time. So it's very handy. But to get back to the current view, we go to the History tab again, and once again click on this link, Show Current Details, and then we're back to today's information.